it's time to do something new. You know, that's the kind of person I am, though. You know, I'm always on something. Like, even now, the House of Pain will be around, but believe me, it's always going to be on some new, extra new and improved shit, you know what I'm saying? The band came first. You know, I mean, we've always been Irish, but the band came first. And it just, you know, when everybody started asking us, well, what's your image? And what's this and what's that? We're like, well, I don't know. We're both Irish kids. Oh, that's great. Oh, hey, fine. All right. You know, what else you want to know? You know, that's all that came about. You know, we didn't come out saying, oh, let's start this band. And, you know, it just was really something that just fell into place.
Black and I'm proud.
Do you think there's any similarities between the Irish culture and black culture?
There's a lot of similarities between, you know, I mean, I'm not a very political person, but I think, you know, a lot of the oppression that's felt in Ireland through certain mediums, you know, is maybe the same kind of pressure, you know, that the black culture here in America feels, you know, a foreign culture imposing their law upon them, you know. So I guess you could say that, you know. I wouldn't personally know because I'm not from Ireland. I'm an Irish American.
Jump up and get down. Jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump, 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 jump.
When did people start really jumping up?
It's back in the day.
It's always been like that. If it's a dope show, I mean, you would just see it. People would get hyped. They'd be like, yeah, you know. It's
jumping.
Just people started, like, making choruses out of it in their songs lately, you know. I mean, it all happened at the same time. It's like, you know, we didn't know Crisscross was coming out with, you know, Jump, obviously, when they came out and wrecked the whole scene with that, you know. And we just came out with it, and now I've heard, like, this house, like, techno jam, jump, 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 jump. It's crazy, you know, but it's not that hard of an idea to come up with, so it's not like you could sue them for infringement, you know, or nothing.
The way I use samples is I'll take a sample and I'll change it completely. So you know, it's not, you know, you can't hear the similarities of another song or, you know, it's just changing it completely. You know,
the art of sampling is making it not sound like what it was, making your own music from other sound bites, you know, and my man can do the job. But the whole point is, like I'm saying, is like people who come out and just sample that song, and when you hear it, you know what song that was, you know who wrote it, you know who's famous for making it.
Hit before.
What do you want to do that for? You know, it's like, you know, it's like saying, you know, I'm Ronald McDonald, you know, I'm not him, you know. We're trying to do our own shit. Working with Muggs was what, again, was one of the key factors in starting the whole group, you know.
It's the soul assassin.
Me and Muggs had known each other for you know, good about 5-6 years now. Since way back, even right when he started with 783. They were a part of Rhyme Syndicate at first, that's how we met. And then, like, just like I did, you know, they went their own ways. Everybody, you know, eventually you grow and you want to get onto something new. And it just so happens that at the end of both of our paths leaving, we met up again. And it's been nothing but good fortune ever since. I think a lot of kids just want to be that man, you know. Everybody wants to be the tough guy. You know what I'm saying? We have some kind of, we don't have no gangster stuff on our lyrics, but everybody has to talk that tough thing, you know. You know, and if it ain't true, it's going to come through sooner or later. But yeah, I think labels right now are really like trying to, it's like everything else, it's like most, like at a big label, like which our record company, thank God it is not a huge overblown out label. They like sort of just like whatever the new thing is what they're going to sign it. So right now it's like the hardcore hip-hop is coming back, so that's what they're going to sign it for. that's what they're going to sign, and they don't listen to the music. They're going to look at the acts, they look at images, and they look at, marketing plans. You know, they really don't listen to the music anymore, you know, a lot of them. There's a few that do, you know. I'm not going to categorize everybody, but to me, it's like a lot of people, if they got a good image and a good marketing plan and no music, they'll still run with it and try and do something, you know.
The house of pain is in effect, y'all. I say the house of pain is in effect. You know the house of pain is in effect, y'all. And anyone that steps up is getting wrecked.
There's a lot of different things, you know.
Yeah.
It's mostly like just, you know, freestyling with hooks. You know, there's a few, like I said, we sneak things in here and there about who we are and what we are. But a lot of it is just fun, like rhyming and trying to show some talent with the words. And
there's a lot of different styles in the musical aspect of it. There's a lot of new different ways we're using samples and just more choice samples, and there's just not taking somebody's song and redoing the whole song. You know,
no cover tunes.
No covers.
No cover
You know,
tunes on this record.
It's just
This
about
is all House of
changing the
Pain
beats
music.
and always constantly using new things, new sounds, things that, you know, people don't use on every rap record.
This is
know.
painful music.
You won't
know
hear
what I'm
funky.
saying?
You hear a funky drummer one time on our record for about a second, and that's just because
That's kind of a joke.
He says in Everlast coming, the funky drummer's drumming, and he comes in for a second. But that's about the only thing you're gonna hear that's been used a lot before.